right, guys, how's it going? Still Black History Month. It's a little fun time for everybody right now. It is February. I think it's February 4th. I got an awesome guest, Blake. How's it going, Blake?
Hi.
Blake, you are a dancer. You are an OnlyFans model. I'm not sure if that's the right term to use or not. You also do a lot of different things when it comes like to being a sex worker and other things of the sort. Like you've been doing this for how long?
I do a lot of it. I actually have not been doing it for very long at all. I think I got into sex work about 8 months ago.
Wow, wow. What got you into it, if I can ask?
I hate having a regular job. I think it sucks. I'm serious. I hated my 9 to 5. It
Yeah.
sucked really bad. And I personally felt like there's no reason why I shouldn't be taking advantage of these assets while they're available to me. So
Is it working out for you pretty well?
it's working out very well.
Right on. Because you're also a dancer at a club in Phoenix too, right?
I am, yes.
And like, which one started first? Was it because I first found out about you from Snapchat. I know Snapchat is a place that a lot of people go for to see women like yourself to like show off their assets, as you put it. And there are places like OnlyFans. You usually got some places on Twitter or Instagram also. But I found out about you on Snapchat, and like I just saw you just doing your thing, having fun, playing with your pet spider, and this, that, and the other. So, so what got you into this?
I started on Instagram because I had a friend who was like talking about doing it, and I just realized it's like that's a really good idea. So I started on Instagram, and then I branched over to OnlyFans, and then I just recently started a private Snap. So I sell individual content, and then I have my fan site, and then I have my private Snap because a lot of people aren't willing to subscribe to a monthly fee or
Right.
I try to make it accessible to everybody.
And I noticed that you do that. From what I've seen about Snapchat, and this is only what I've seen, I've been trying to study up on the women who do this work on Snapchat for probably about the same amount of time that you said you've been doing this, about 8 months. And you're one of the first people that I interacted with who let me chat with you, let me talk to you about your work, let me talk to you about your life day to day. And you pretty much treat it, I wouldn't say a girlfriend experience. You treat it more like you're talking about yourself, you're talking about your life, you're talking about what you do day in and day out, but you also put like the sex work content, like the OnlyFans content, like that. I think you told me recently that you and a couple of friends did a shoot inside of a home that you guys Airbnb'd, right?
Yes. Yes,
So,
we do that pretty frequently, actually.
okay, like how did that go? Like how do you set all that up?
So there's this one girl, and she has been in the industry for years. And she is just so helpful for helping all of the rest of us out. And so I met her, and she is just, God, she's amazing.
Who is this person? Can you tell me?
Her name is Angel. On Instagram, I believe it's AngelAnn666.
Okay.
But God, she's amazing. And she actually arranges all of it. So this last one was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. She just like rented this Airbnb and invited a bunch of us over. And we just made content with our cell phones. But on not Valentine's Day, but I think the 11th and 12th of this month, all of us, there's about 30 models in this group chat that we have. And we all pitch in $100, $200 to get this Airbnb. We all bring food, whatever, goes towards photographer fees, everything. And a bunch of photographers come in, professional photographers, and we just
Oh, so
make
it's
content.
more than one photographer doing this for you.
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys have like your own community out in Arizona, just taking pictures, having a potluck, and just having a good time. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And, you know, a common misconception, I think, with sex workers is people think that we're not regular people. I think people forget that we're regular people. But the most of the time, whenever we're doing these bashes, we call them,
That's cool. I like that.
there's girls like eating pizza. There's other girls just playing on their cell phone. Girls getting their picture taken. Girls doing their makeup. Like,
Just an
it's,
everyday normal kind of thing, right?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys can incorporate some video game and some Marvel movies pretty soon. I don't doubt it. Well, that's cool. I'm glad like you guys have that kind of like that open bond because community is kind of like the paramount thing of making sex work normalized. I've had people who follow me on Instagram trying to stop sex work and porn altogether, and
Ugh.
like it can be nerve wracking. It can be upsetting. It can throw you off a bit. But how do you keep going? Like knowing that there's people out there who trying to stop you from doing what you're doing.
It's really hard to keep the motivation because it's a pretty high maintenance
Yeah.
thing to do. Like, even though we don't work a typical 9 to 5, we still have to put multiple hours into networking and making the content, editing the content, posting the content,
And
taking,
talking to the customers. Yeah.
yes, taking requests. I don't know. I guess the main motivation is money. 'Cause we're all just trying to survive, you know?
No, I
So
get
at
it.
the end of the
I get it.
day, it's necessary, you know, because the last thing anybody wants is to go back to waiting tables.
Right.
So,
You don't strike me as a capitalistic view type person though. Like am I wrong in saying that?
no, you're not wrong.
So if it is about the money and like you do all this stuff to get the money, it sounds more like and like this is a new term I just found out about like a week ago. This sounds more like hustle culture, and you're pulling in the hustle like sometimes with little to no payout. And I know like in the culture of Snapchat at least that having a interaction conversation with ladies like yourself is frowned upon. Like for men to chat you up and talk with you. You're rolling your eyes. I see you rolling your eyes talking about this. It's frowned upon like to have like conversations and talk with you about like your day to day, talk to you about like your situation. And my wife informed me a few days ago. It's because like what you just said, you guys are putting that stuff out there. Like you're pushing pretty hard, getting new content, going to like your other job, which is like similar to what you're already doing on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. And like it's not about like you not having time. It's about guys not understanding what it is that you do. Am I also right in saying that?
You're so correct. No, you're so correct. A couple of things. It's not always taboo, I guess, to
Right.
have conversations with sex workers about it. The only thing is it gets tedious because when I have 100 guys hitting me up every day, asking me the same questions over and fucking over and fucking over. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying.
Right.
It is so annoying. I'm like, I am selling something. If you want to buy something, then let's do business. But it's very hard for me to hold conversations.
I can get that. Like especially if there's 100 guys on a daily. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
have you seen yourself grow throughout these 8 months? Have you seen like yourself like grow on Snapchat,
Absolutely.
Instagram?
Absolutely.
Where have you seen it
My
mostly? Is it OnlyFans? Is it Snapchat?
both. I have both.
Wow. So like you've grown
Yeah.
pretty much since in these 8 months on both those platforms.
Yes. I'm not huge by any means. I'm still very new to it. But I have grown quite a bit. I did not expect to be so successful in this. And not only have I grown financially, I guess, I've also grown mentally
Right.
from it.
Right.
And it's very rewarding, which it doesn't really sound like it would be because like I'm just,
Explain to me, like how is it rewarding to you?
for example, my confidence. I don't know. I think as humans, we all struggle with self-image issues. I think that's just part of the human experience. And I have my whole life, still do to an extent, but this has really reminded me that the social standards for beauty are not the only acceptable. Like body types, I guess, you know what I mean? Everybody has their own cup of tea. And if I'm making enough money to work whenever I want to, I just moved into a new place. I'm
Congratulations,
getting a
by the
new
way.
car.
Congrats on that too.
I'm getting a
I've
new
been
car
following
on
you. You talked
Monday.
about all of this. Like you had a bad issue with your car before, and like now you're getting a new one. That's congrats, man.
My car is a piece of shit. I'm so excited to be getting this new one. You know, but before that, it wasn't even a question because I wouldn't have been able to do it whenever I had my regular job. In these past 8 months, I have really just gotten ahead of the game. And so with that being said, whenever I have made enough money to completely change my life around just by selling pictures of my body or being a dancer, you know, it's still people sexualize me like, oh, right. She's hot. Let me throw money on her. I don't know. It does something for your confidence, and for sure.
I want to keep talking about that. Like, I feel like these standards you're talking about, they're your standards. They're not like some guy who create videos in a basement or someone home who have like these aggressive men doing what they're doing. Like, it's you. You're making the rules for all this. Like, you and your 29 other friends inside that chat. Like, you guys are setting a new culture. You guys are setting a new standard. You guys are putting like black and brown bodies like on the forefront. Because I see like you got like a mixed bag of people, like
we do
inside your community. It really is. And like you guys, I can tell like when you do share for shares, you all talk to each other, you all like help promote each other. It's a good community, it's a good group, it's very close knit with all of you. It is. I like it.
And supportive, like everybody's so supportive. It's incredible. I'm truly lucky to have found this group of girls because especially in this industry, everybody knows like don't trust strippers. Everyone knows that, you know. Girls are bitches, and that's just fact. Especially a lot of girls in one area. That's just too much estrogen. But these girls, everybody is so nice. Everybody is the norm. Yeah. I'm really fortunate to have found the ones that I've found because everybody's just about building each other up, like helping each other make the bag. And so, like you said, like a community, it's very close-knit.
That's good. What kind of role do you play in this community?
I'm sorry?
What type of role do you think what's your role, your position in this community, you think? Like when it comes like to you and your close-knit friends?
I don't know. I guess I haven't thought too much about it.
No? Are you like just like the person that shows up?
I mean, I do my best, you know, but at the end of the day, a lot of us live pretty far away, you know, like a lot of the girls live over in Tucson. I live in Phoenix, you know, that's like 3 hours away.
Wow.
So in the group chat, you know, like, I don't know. I don't even think of it as individual roles, almost as like we're a team. Like we all just take care of each other. We do shout out for shout outs. We like make goodie bags to bring to the events, bring food, bring alcohol. You know, like I feel like we all share the same roles.
So you don't just show up, you also show out. Right on. That's cool.
Try to. Not nearly like Angel does. Angel is really the mastermind behind all this. She really does. She recruits these girls. She makes it happen. If it were not for her, it would never happen. So
how did you and her interact? How did you find Angel?
I found her through a mutual friend. I had a friend who had been modeling for over a year, and she told me, she was like, bro, just tag along with me to this photo shoot event that I'm going to. And I've been going ever since. Like as soon as I showed up, I was added into the group chat, and Angel was just super welcoming. Yeah, I just showed up and I've been doing it ever since.
That's cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna take a break from talking about you for 1 second and ask you some questions about like new people who want to do this, because I see a lot of like 20s to 30 somethings who start this out and start getting into it. You said you've been doing it for 8 months. You said Angel and others have been doing it for a lot longer. I'm sure they gave you some feedback, some experience. What would you tell a new person who wants to get into this? Like whatever age spectrum they are, like in like the legal aspect of doing this, like what would you say to them, like getting involved, hopping into this? What would be your words of encouragement, like to keep doing it or not keep doing it?
You need to be serious about it. And that is the thing. If you have family that you don't want to find out, this probably isn't for you. Because in order to make this happen, in order to make money off of it, you need people to know. You need to be well known. You need to promote yourself on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, etc., whatever you have. If you come from a family that you have to hide it from, it's probably not for you, because you cannot be successful if nobody can know that you're doing it. So I am definitely going to start by saying that. Second of all, you have to be dedicated. It is high maintenance. If you go 3 days, okay, for example, I was sick a few months ago. I had corona, and I was sick as shit. I was in bed. I was not making content, and people were blowing my line up every day. Like, why haven't you been posting? Where's this video that you said you were going to post? Where's this? Where's that? Where's this? Where's that? And I'm like, I'm sick as fuck right now. You guys need to chill. And
I remember that. I remember you going through that.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was horrible. It sucked really bad.
I'm sorry to hear. I'm glad you're better.
God, me too. But yeah, I feel like if you are dedicated to it though, if it's something you really want to do, I also feel like you should just try it out. Try it out and make sure it is for you, because I've known people who tried it out, and then as they got a little further into it, they realized that they weren't comfortable with so many people seeing their naked body.
Right.
You know, I feel like
you think any of those people have regrets?
Strong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
You think any of those people have regret putting their bodies out there? Like, has you heard anything?
They do. One of my good friends, for example, she constantly talks about how sick it makes her that all these men have these pictures of her. And like, it can be destructive too, because I cannot begin to tell you how often I have men put me down for being a sex worker. Like,
sorry to hear that.
Fuck them. It really doesn't bother me because I know what's up, you know, but like, for example, I also promote on like Bumble and Tinder. Well, I'm banned from Tinder, but it doesn't matter. So like, so I just have my Snapchat on there, right, and a bunch of people will add me from there, and then they'll see my promotions, you know? And so often guys would be like, wow, I thought you were so beautiful until I found out you were an OnlyFans whore. And I'm like, okay.
You don't need that in your life, yeah.
Like, I hope you feel better.
That's cool. That's a good response. I like that. So when it comes to the women who do feel bad about doing this and have like regret of doing it, like what kind of moral support do you or the other community give those people?
I'm not very good at moral support. I'm going to be honest with that, because
right, I
am a firm believer of not dwelling on things you can't help. If you can't fix the situation, don't worry about it. Like, the pictures are already out there. You already sold all these pictures to these men. You profited off of it. I understand that you regret it. My advice to you would be, try not to think about it.
One way to look at it. No, I get it. Like, you're gonna do what you can. Like, you're still in that community. I'm pretty sure there are other people who can push those people forward like that, move past the situation. But you're not the one equipped for that role. I completely understand.
I'm really not, because to me, I'm like, I don't worry about things that I can't control, because I don't feel like wasting the energy on it. Like, there is so many other things that are more valuable for me to put my energy into, rather than worrying about something that I was once past. Yeah, you know, it's, I don't know. And I feel like if you feel like you're going to regret it, if there is even an inkling that you're going to regret it, don't do it. Don't do it. I personally am an I don't give a fuck person.
I picked up on that vibe in your Snapchat. You wear that hat well. Like, you tell people off on a constant. You have people who send you questionable pics to your account, and you have no problem telling them off in a heartbeat.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm a firm believer in respect, first and foremost.
And you've shown me that, like, since we've been talking on Snapchat, or since I've been perusing on your page in the Snapchat, you've shown me that respect, and I've been very grateful for that this entire time.
Honestly, I'm glad I have been too, because I'm not gonna lie, I can be kind of a bitch to these men. So I'm glad I haven't been too horrible to you, because like I mentioned, you know, so many people hitting me up on the daily. Like, I get annoyed as fuck with people who are just wasting my time, asking me 10 million questions, because, like, don't ask me a million fucking questions. You know what I'm here for? Like,
you got a lot of things to see on your plate. You think that's going to be a way that's going to be streamlined? You think OnlyFans is going to monetize their page for workers like yourself in the future? You think that's ever going to happen?
I honestly can't say. There's a lot of shit happening right now with OnlyFans. Like, for instance, Instagram is trying to completely ban everything that has to do with sex work. Like, if you have your link in your bio, you're getting your account shut down.
I've noticed. So, I've had a few friends that I try to prop up on their page, and if they have the OnlyFans, their account has been suspended, and they had to create new ones. And that's a lot of work in progress, just down the tubes.
Yes. And so, I don't know, because on one hand, like, sex work is becoming more popular, but I also feel like the reason it's becoming more popular is because of the sudden boom due to coronavirus. A lot of people were losing their jobs, so a lot of people were like, well, I'm just going to sell my nudes. That personally was not what happened to me. I kept my job all through COVID. I just fucking hated it. But it's like on one end of the spectrum, sex work is becoming so common. Like, and with the porn industry being so booming, I don't understand how it couldn't be. But at the same time, like, people are really trying hard to shut us down. So I can't say what the future will hold.
Does it worry you at all what the future may hold for you?
It does. It does. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to build as much money as I can right now. You know, because even the strip club industry is not what it was 10 years ago. Obviously, I was not a dancer 10 years ago. I was like fucking 11. But still. But even the bouncers I talk to, you know, at my place of work, they tell me the year 2000, things are changing. The money is just not there like it used to be, which the money's still there. Don't get me wrong. I make good money doing it, but it's not there like it used to be. And so it makes me wonder 10 years from now, how's it going to be? So
sounds like it's going to be hopefully you and your community can keep something going for you guys. Fingers crossed.
Definitely.
Let's talk about you a little bit more personally. Any kind of nerddom? I know you're a big book reader. You promoted that quite a bit on your page. You're a big book person. You're a bit of a nerd also, from what I noticed.
Yeah. I'm a huge
nerd. Is there anything like that you're following, that you're into right now, that like you want people to know about?
As it happens, I've got my book right here.
As it happens, you put right on.
I'm in the middle of this book. I don't know. A lot of people have probably heard of The Mortal Instruments. It was a TV show and it was a movie, and they all really sucked. They did a shitty job.
Don't hold back. You just going right at it.
I hate that. I hate when producers take a fucking masterpiece and then destroy it for cinematic feature. That kills me inside. So these books, I think this is the 12th book in the series.
Okay.
Read them. I'm telling you right now, I am so obsessed with them. Look, this tattoo on my hand is from this book series.
You're diehard.
I'm diehard.
Like I'm the same way when it comes to DC Comics. So no, I hear you. Got a big bat on my chest.
Sure. So. Yeah. That's my biggest nerd thing that I'm on right now. I've actually not been reading as much as I want to, just because I've been busy. And then I don't know if you can see the paint all over my hands. I'm in the middle of a painting as well. So
that's right. You are a painter also.
I am a painter.
My goodness, you do quite a bit, and you're always busy. Like I'm not sure if any of you guys actually follow her Snapchat. I really hope you guys do. What is your Snapchat, by the way?
My Snapchat is Macey.Blake. It's MACEYY.BLAKEE. Yeah, follow me.
I'm going to ask you again about this at the end of the show so people know where to find you. And I follow your Snapchat, and it's fun. Like you go on adventures. Like you're safe. You wear a mask everywhere you go. You hang out with a lot of your friends who are also very, very beautiful women. Like all of them beautiful.
Aren't they?
They're very fun. And you guys smoke up and drink up quite a bit, but you guys have fun while you're doing it. And like it's nice. It's a nice little environment.
We do have fun. I can honestly say I do not have anyone in my life right now that is negative or toxic. Like everybody in my life is just amazing, beautiful inside and out. That's so cool. We always do. We always have a good time no matter what we're doing.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, it's great.
So we're wrapping up towards the end of this show, and I always ask people this question. I wish I had more questions to ask because like your work is just so interesting to me. I want to talk to you more about like your dancing. I want to talk to you more about the strip club and like how you do all that. But I feel like that's a conversation for a different time. But
For sure.
but thank you. Like I got a part 2 coming up pretty soon. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Just text me that.
when your followers or your clients, or I'm not sure what you call the people who support you and love your work, but what would you want to say to those people who follow you on Instagram, who follow you on Snapchat, who follow you on Bumble and every other place that you're a part of? What would you want to tell those people?
Definitely a huge thank you. You know, I would not be able to do it without those people. Those people are everything to me. Every single bit of my money comes from my fans. The people who go out of their way to help me, the people who come into the club and see me. Every bit of my money is somebody else's hard-earned money from their job. And I am just infinitely grateful. Infinitely grateful. I really could not do it if it weren't
sounds very blue collar saying that. That's wow.
I'm from Arkansas.
So being working class is all about you. Right on.
Yeah. I'm very appreciative, to say the least.
You know, I've had a lot of talks with sex workers in the past. Not all of them good, not all of them bad, but you're the first person I've heard that said, like, I'm very thankful for people who put their hard-earned money into my pockets to help me strive and be myself because of what I do. Like that's the first time I've actually full on heard that. Like it seems like you get like a full respect and appreciation for what you do and the people who support you. And I feel like that's cool. Like I don't know if I can say this, but I really feel like I would love to hear that more. If I'm being out of line, I do apologize, but I would love to hear that more from more sex workers like yourself.
I honestly agree with you wholeheartedly because that's exactly what it is. You know, people go to work and work hard for their money. They have bills, they have rent, and they're still paying my life. Everything I do, everything I eat, everything I buy, my lights, everything are from somebody else's hard work and them giving it to me for my hard work and the things I have to offer them. So yeah, I could not be more thankful. And that's why I try really hard to meet their demands, which is why I was saying, don't do this unless you're dedicated about it, because it is high demand.
Because you won't just be letting yourself down, you'll be letting your clients down too. And like if you really care about those people who are helping you out, that's not really the best option. I get you.
Right. And also if I'm letting them down, then I'm letting myself down as well, because they're gonna unsubscribe or they're gonna quit sending me money.
You really like your job. Jeez.
I do like my job.
Right on. Sorry, like you broke some norms for me right now. Like I apologize. Like you broke some norms for me talking about it. I've never seen this before. And like again, if I'm being out of line about this, I apologize. Maybe I'm just like inexperienced, but like I've never heard sex workers talk about like their clients like that before. And it's different. It's different for me.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some that are less than pleasant. Some of them are not cups of tea. But at the end of the day, they're still paying me. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, like, you're not going to go to your place of work and like, yeah, your boss might be a dickhead, but you're not going to tell him he's a dickhead because then he's probably going to fire you and you're not going to get paid anymore. So.
Look at you doing your thing. Right on. Cool, man. You're a cool dude. Right on. Where can people find you, Blake? You're welcome. Where can people find you?
I'm sorry?
Where can people find you and your work?
In Phoenix, you can find me at Dirty's. I work at the strip club. I'm always there. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram. It's a long username. I don't even.
Like I'm pretty sure a lot of guys just ready to type it up. Go right ahead.
Okay, so it's Balake on Instagram. I don't know if you know that comedy skit.
I do not. No.
No, when he's like, Ron. And he's like, Aaron.
Okay.
He's like, Balake. My name's Blake.
You got a Key and Peele joke for your name. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's
awesome. It's hilarious. Here, let me just write it down so you guys can see it, because it's just hard to follow.
So that joke just resonated with you so much, it just stuck with you. That's cool.
It's hilarious, right?
It is. It is. It's coming back to me now.
I think it's so funny. I'm like, look at me, I'm so clever.
That's that nerd in you shining out. That's what that is.
Yes, facts. Okay, Insta.
Well, that's cool. Like, again, it's really cool that you like your work. It's really cool that you got like a lot of people supporting you, helping you get a car, keep your lights on, move into a new place. And you seem like you got all the things that you want for yourself right now. And honestly, I feel like if it's going to be a little minor protest when COVID is over, but I feel like you, everyone on Instagram, a lot of people on Twitter, they're going to be speaking out about this, and they don't want this new change to go away.
Right. I really hope that sex work continues to grow in the future, not just for myself, but because there are a lot of people
male and
making
female,
their living.
male,
So
female,
many.
and non-binary. Like a lot of people out there, all different shapes, sizes. They are doing their thing and they're having fun doing it. So like I hear exactly what you're saying.
Right. Gosh. Anyways. Can you guys see that? Is it backwards?
No, it is full forward. Right on. You got both on there. Impromptu hashtag. I'll put it in the description also. I'll follow you myself because I'm not following you on Instagram. So when I post this, I'll put you inside there as well. Like everyone will be able to find you. They're gonna have fun with all your content. She's very nice, very personable. You also like learn how to take photographs for yourself because I know it's like the progression of your early photos to yourself now, and it's really changed a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that because it has been a journey for sure.
It's not easy. Yeah.
It's not easy. It is not easy.
Especially when you take a picture of yourself in a sexual way. It's even more not easy then. Yeah.
It's not easy. And I'm gonna be straight up. Look, I don't have makeup on right now. I forgot I was doing this. I'm not gonna lie.
No worries.
I forgot. So I'm like, it's a whole process of getting sexy and then capturing your angles. You can have a beautiful ass woman and then at the wrong angle, she looks fucking horrible. So it's all about finding your angles, and it's been a process.
Remember that. Find your angles. That's a hashtag. Find your angles. There you go. Blake, thank you so much for doing this. I really hope to have you on again soon because I feel like you can teach me a lot. And